So we're gonna try this again, how to make a non-reusable insulin pen reusable. And I think I showed you why I go through such lengths. Let me see if I can find the pen I just threw away there. Oh, it's right here. So you can just see the difference in like the size of those needles. I'm not sure you can even see this one because it's so tiny, super tiny. And then you have this huge one that causes so much injury, the one that comes with a syringe. And so we're always asking hospitals to give us the pens for, the least comfort, the least discomfort, um, considering the fact that we inject insulin so many times a day. It would be nice to not be injured and be in pain every time you inject. So this is Actrafane. I want to say I'm allergic to Actrafane, but Actrafane does not agree with me. Actrafane rendered me bedridden for many, many months, so I do not use Actrafane. But what I can do is, the pen has never been used before, so I'm just going to take my syringe and I'm just going to empty it. So it's never been used before, so it's still turning and everything. So I'm just going to take my syringe and I'm going to empty this completely. This is definitely not recommended, but you know what? There's times called death measures because I'm not going to be in pain because the hospital is refusing to give us pens, They're talking about CGMs, they're talking about cures, they're talking about all of that, but they can't even give us pens. So as you can see, I'm just putting in the syringe, just emptying the actual vein completely. I think we're full. Let's go. I'm just pouring it into like anything, just a box that has a bit of tissue in it for absorption. We're almost done. Almost there, almost there. Honestly, I don't even want a drop of Actrafane to get left in here because I know that my body does not agree with it. And I'm not going back to being like the sick person in bed the whole time, not knowing what's wrong with me. But unfortunately, I only had one Act Rapid pen that I reused. So I'm just going to try and just get the little bit that's left. I think it's all done, but you can never be too sure. Okay, nothing's coming out. Let's try and put air in the syringe and then see if anything's going to fill it. No, it's done. But for me to make sure that it's completely done, because as I said, I am pretty allergic, or Actrafane doesn't work with me because I'm trying to inject Actrapid into an Actrafane pen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to inject a little bit of Actrapid first and then swirl it around a little bit just to mix it up with that Actrafane and then take it out. See, that means there was still some Actrafane in there because my Actrapid is coming out looking white. So Actrafane is white because it's a mixture of like insulins, but Actrapid is clear. So I guess I'm gonna do that until my Actrapid is coming out clear, because I don't even want like a tiny bit of Actrafane in me. Let me put a little bit more, swirl it around. Oh, this is better. Now it looks clear. Yep. The Actrafane is completely gone. The white that you see are bubbles. So that means all we have in there is Actrapid. I don't have to worry about Actrafane getting into my system, and if it does, it's going to be too tiny and insignificant. Okay, now we are done. This is extremely clear, which shows me that there is no more atropine in there. We're dealing with actrapid. Alright, so I'm going to take my syringe, my actrapid syringe, and just fill it up. Fill that baby up all the way. This actrapid expires in September 2026, so we're good. I'm just going to wait for it to fill all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Taking its sweet time. So I'm using two different syringes. This was the syringe that I was using to withdraw, to empty the actrafane pen, and I'm using a different syringe to fill up the actrapid. So I just like to get all the bubbles out. The way I do that is that I just flick it up and then all the bubbles go to the top. I mean, there's no danger, as I mentioned before, there is no danger injecting air bubbles with your insulin. The only thing is that you might think you're injecting a certain amount of insulin, but if it was all a bubble, then your sugar might remain high. But in the case of like heart attacks or whatever, like when you inject something in your vein, it's not the same thing. There's no danger in injecting air bubbles under your skin. All right, so there we go. I think our air bubbles are out. There's one big one that's annoying me. Oh, come on. What the hell? All right, let me tilt you. Yeah, it's done. So we're going to take the actrafane pen that has absolutely no actrafane, and we're just going to pop this in there. So if you see, when I inject it, it's going to go all the way back down. I just want to repeat this process. I'm just going to fill this up with actrapid. I'm very impatient. I feel like this has to be done like a little bit slower, but you know what? If it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Except the way I do it is just going to have like multiple air bubbles and then I'm going to have to pop them all. Okay, we're full. Oh, and all the air bubbles just went all the way up. That's great. Okay, let's see. Do we need to... no, there's a weird big air bubble here. I just want to get rid of it. Where's it this side? No, it's this side. Okay, maybe if I put this a bit straighter. Haha, gotcha. Okay, so I just want to put it right into the actrafane pin. It's going in really clear, which tells me that the actrafane is like completely gone and there's only actrapid. So I'm going to inject it as far as it can go. So those are two pens. Let's do a little bit more. Oh my goodness, why is everything so slow? Come on. Okay, there you go. Yay! Finally. Okay, now the fight with the air bubble. There's another air bubble here. Just get rid of that. It's that side. It's this side now. Why can't I just get in the middle? Why does everything have to be so hard? I think I got rid of it. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this into the actrafane pen. So right there, these pens have this thing. I'm just going to pop it in there until there's like enough pressure that does not allow me to inject anymore. Oh, it's still going down. I guess we're good. Okay, let me see if I can inject a little bit more because it just keeps going down. I thought it would have stopped me by now. Whew. Okay, so here we go again. Why isn't it stopping? Oh, it stopped now. Okay, so now it's completely full. Let's see if there are any air bubbles or anything. Nothing too major. No, the air bubbles are fine. And so there we have it. But I also need to remember that what is in here. Okay, let me put this back inside the vial because it's still good. But I always have to remember that. But I know that I don't inject actrafane, so I'll always know that this is actrapid in here. I'll probably just like draw a line here to cancel it or something and then write actrapid. Okay, and then we're gonna get a little purple is nice and small. See, it's purple. So just gonna pop that, pop it in there, twist, twist, twist. And there we have our Actrapid in an Actrapane pen. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. So my dose for Actrapid in the morning is 20 units. I could only inject 14 units and my Actrapid was finished. So let's see if this is working. Let me inject another. So I injected 14, so I need 6 more. So just gonna lift this. Yeah. It burns. Yay! I got Actrapid pen. I got an Actrapid pen.